So we have been working on our garden, or we finally got it done. It took us a while to get it started, just because, you know, we just moved into our place May 1st, and everything that we've established here has had to take time. It took us a while to get these garden boxes finished and then planted, so everything is going to be a little late. I'm anticipating not getting much of a harvest this year just because of the late start. Like, I didn't get seeds in until, or the second week into June was when I got my seeds in here. I had some stuff that started, but we've been having a massive drought here, and with it being so hot, they just barely any of them survived. So like, I have one bean plant that survived. I had some peppers right there. Once I put them in here, it was still really hot and really dry, and so they've just been struggling really bad. So I don't know if we're gonna get much of a harvest, but we do have some lettuce coming in. I guess we'll see if anything else comes up, but except the corn. The corn's doing great, but the corn loves this kind of weather as long as it's getting water. Last rainfall we had was right before Memorial Day weekend. It's been in the 90s since. We've gotten 2 rain showers since then. Hello, Bella. Yes, you're a good dog, aren't you? No, we don't need the microphone. So if anyone has been curious as to what breed Bella is, we don't know. She is a puppy that we got from my sister's mother-in-law. They have a farm, and one of their dogs ended up having puppies, and they were looking for folks who might want some puppies, and we just so happened to be in the market for a farm dog. So that is how we got a hold of her. We would like to eventually do a DNA test. Maybe figure out what all is in her. But as of right now, it's fun guessing. Is that Night? Is that the kitty? Brandon is currently working on building a second hutch, because as soon as they are fully matured, we're going to split them up into breeding groups. So we'll put 5 females per male in a cage together, start hatching out some more quail. So I feed our dogs a raw diet. So it's not dry kibble. Commonly known as the BARF diet. It's a acronym. Biologically appropriate raw food diet. And so basically I feed them what they would have had to if they were out hunting live prey. You know, so it's the muscle meat, the bone, the livers, and other secreting organs. That's the model that I have Pumpkin and Bella on. And I've been pretty happy with it. It does take time to do. You know, if you want to meal prep, that's time you got to take. But hopefully with the quail, since they are such a small packaged bird, they'll be fully balanced already. Because with some secreting organs that you need, like pancreas, kidney, those things are really hard to find in the grocery store because people don't eat those. There's liver that you can find. There's plenty of liver, but they need more than just liver for an organ meat. They also need something that secretes. So even lamb testicles are considered a secreting organ. So finding those are hard, and when you do find them, they're expensive. So I'm very excited to be having the quail and the sheep and the chickens, so I can get those other secreting organs that we are definitely not going to eat, but the dogs need.
We got the notification in June that we were in a moderate to severe drought. Now that we are near the end of June, we've been upgraded from moderate to just a severe drought, which it can get worse. All is not lost. At the same time, we've got a brand new pasture here that we spent hundreds of dollars getting seed and getting it drilled, and I don't want to lose it. It's not just about the money though. You know, we've probably spent 2 to 3 times the amount of money that it took us to plant this on watering equipment so far, and many more man hours. We started out with a sprayer on the back of the Coyote, and I found out that it takes about an hour per acre to get any efficient amount of water on the pasture. So this brand new pasture was not going to be doing so good if I just stuck with the sprayer. So what I decided to do was get a couple of these sprinklers. Found the hoses at Baumgart's too, both on a sale from last week. So we've been putting them out here, and they've been doing really well. Far better than trying to come out here and spray. So we've been getting some good results from these. The pasture so far is looking like it's appreciating the work that we've done to get water out here. Stuff is no longer shriveling up. Stuff is no longer looking, I mean, it's taken off. It's grown since we started watering with the sprinklers even. You know, with the tractor, there was barely any noticeable difference. And so we did get some rain recently. Less than a 1/4 inch of rain. About an 1/8 inch of rain. The problem is that's not enough because we're over 6.5 inches deficient in rainfall just to be at what we'd normally be at on a normal year. So we've had to step up and start getting water out there. It's not about just losing it this year, because this year doesn't really matter. This is just establishing a pasture. Next year is when we can actually use it. We might be able to use it this fall if it becomes established enough, but next year is when we'll actually be able to use it, and that's when it really matters. So what we are hoping is that we can get enough water on the pasture, not just to save it for this year, but because we don't want to have to start over from scratch next year. So far it looks like we are going to get a good stand as long as we keep up with watering, and then next year we can actually go full bore using the pasture for our chickens, our sheep, and our pigs.